Okay, everybody got an index card, yes? I would like you to put it lined side up for me. My name is Laura, and I will be your friendly neighborhood librarian again today. So we're going to talk about MLA citation this time. We talked about research before, now we're going to talk about MLA citation. What is it? How do you do it? Why do you do it? Who even cares about it? Who's excited? Yeah. Anybody excited? Okay. All right, great. So to start with, I just want to see for myself, this is not being graded in any way. I'm sorry. Using that. That's okay. What everybody kind of already knows about citations, so what I would like you to do is take a look at this slide. We are looking at a journal article, or the first page of a journal article, and I want you to pick out the pieces that you think you might need to make an MLA citation.
The title.
Yep, write them on your card, and if you want to say them out loud, awesome. Sharing is always good. While you do that, I'm going to pass out the MLA style sheet. Okay, has everybody gotten a chance to write some things down on your card? So I just want to say, you can keep writing while I discuss the beautiful MLA style sheet. This is something that we put together. There's the big MLA book up at the reference desk. Nobody really wants to look through it. We don't usually want to look through it. It's kind of a hot mess. So we have condensed it. It's pretty. It's 14 pages. We don't expect you to memorize it. That would be crazy. So what we do expect that you will do is look at it, try citations on your own. If you can't figure them out, if you have done them and you're not sure they're right, you're pretty sure they're right, but you just want somebody to double check them, come on up and ask us. We are there for that purpose. I would like everybody, repeat after me. The librarians want to help me.
The librarians want to help me.
Louder.
The librarians want to help me.
Awesome. Okay, so the librarians want to help you. Now, before we really get into the nitty-gritty, everything you never really wanted to know about citation, why? Anybody, give me a reason. Why do you cite? Why would you do it? Why even bother? Is it fun?
No.
No? All right, it's not fun. Do you do it to impress the guys? I know how to do my MLA. Really gets them going, right? Why do we do it?
Teacher says we have to.
Teacher says we have to. Anybody else have a different reason? Give credit where it's due. Don't get busted for plagiarism. All perfectly legitimate reasons. If they're good enough for you, if they are motivating, awesome. If they're not, let's talk a little bit about the academic reason that you are citing. We're going to play a little game. Okay, who here has a really easy last name to spell?
Mine.
Masters. Okay. Masters. We're going to open up Bubble Us and use this. Except that I need to delete everything else. Really, cap locks? We're going to leave it. We're moving on.
I like the book.
It's Masters Renee, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
She knows my name.
Uh-oh. Okay, so Renee tells me there was a job opening, and it's a really awesome job. Who wants it? Renee wants it. All right, when can you start?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Do you think you're going to like it?
What, the job?
Yeah.
I hope so.
You hope so. Well, don't you know?
How could I know that?
Well,
I
what do you
haven't
mean?
started yet.
You haven't started yet. Okay, well, do you think you'll enjoy the kinds of work you're going to do?
I don't know that.
Why not?
I haven't done it yet.
You haven't done it yet. Well, what are you going to do? What are your job duties?
Reading stuff.
Reading stuff, okay. What's the job title?
Librarian.
Librarian, okay. Whoops. But what we're getting at here is we need to know more, right? Oh, I'm sorry. Oops, I erased the wrong arm. Librarian. Okay. So what we're getting at here, that's not what I wanted. Stop that. So what we're getting at here is we need more information, right? Before she can really tell me about whether she's going to like the work, whether she's going to do really well at it, we need to know more. So we know what the job is. Renee has told me, ooh, what happened there? She's told me that they're hiring a librarian. We are using, if you'll turn to the bottom of page 2 of your MLA style sheet, we're using a book with one author as the example. I don't write in italics, so I always use cursive when I write them out. You can underline them, you can do whatever, just make sure you remember this part should be in italics. So, using the bottom of page 2, the basic format, what else are we going to need to know? What else would you want to know about a job before you took it?
How much it pays.
How much it pays. That part we're going to put in text.
Where it is.
Where it is. Any city in the world.
London.
London. London, Ontario, or London?
You really have to ask that.
It's important.
England.
Okay, if you were to say London to me, I would automatically assume England, right? If it were London, Ontario, you would need to specify that. So if I said Rochester, something was published in Rochester. Rochester, Minnesota, Rochester, New York, Rochester, England, right. So there's a lot of them. You need to be specific. What else might you want to know about it?
Starting date.
When it starts? What
Year.
Starting date.
The starting date? The year. I said, Renee told me there was a job opening. Is there still? Was it in 1996? Does that help me? No. What year was our job? Anybody?
2013.
2013. Not dash. What is going on here? Apparently I don't know how to use a keyboard. I'm not getting this job. All right. So what else? Who's looking for a librarian? What company?
What type of library is it?
The type of library or the company. If I'm looking, if it's the, I don't know, if Burger King is looking for a librarian, excuse me, maybe I don't want the job. Okay, so we're going to go with Burger King. Burger King. Okay, so we know that Masters Renee told us they're hiring a librarian in London for Burger King in 2013. There's one more thing MLA wants us to know. How? How did she tell me about it? Did she tell me word of mouth? Did she leave me a note? Did she tattoo it across my forehead backwards? Who knows? I'm going to say she left me a note, so it was in print. Does this make sense to everybody? Why you are citing?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome. Okay, so moving on. Databases. Most of you have already used the databases. Yes. They want to be so helpful and they give you a citation. Isn't it perfect and beautiful and wonderful? Less work for you. Oh, it's wrong. Oh no. And these are stupid errors. Who cares if it's capitalized or not? MLA cares if it's capitalized, and they seem insignificant. They will seem a lot more significant when you get your grade, I promise. So, just double check it against the style sheet. If you want to copy and paste, I am not going to stop you. Clearly, we've seen I can't type, so it eliminates some spelling errors or typos that you might put in there. So for me, I would copy and paste. But you want to double check it against the examples in the MLA style sheet. Quick note about in-text. If I were going to use something, whether it's a direct quote or whether I'm rewording it, that's called paraphrasing. You don't want to paraphrase something and then not give them credit. most of the time, it's pretty obvious that it wasn't your idea, especially if it includes things like statistics. I'm gonna guess you didn't go around and ask people over 40. Okay. We didn't get to the end assessment, but that's okay.